Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Mike.
Welcome to the inaugural Pan-Asian Olympic Games. Our last broadcast brought us to the big screen, hosting a fierce competition between the Patels and the Shahs, a rivalry that goes back since the creation of India. Today, we celebrate an even older rivalry, extending to the days of Pangaea.
Once Asia broke off from the supercontinent, the true competition between what were formerly equals began. Each nation-state was created in the image of its own ideal, all faulty in their own right, oblivious to the goings-on of their neighbors. As time went on and they became aware that parallel developments were occurring right next door, a jealousy and hatred developed that remains unmatched to today. Let's head to the Asian Olympic Village for the opening ceremonies.
The first team coming in is Team China, representing the former regime of Mao Zedong. The members of the team were discovered in the largest Nike factory of southwest China, where together they churned out a record 672 handmade pairs of shoes in a day. They were allowed to travel to America on temporary visas and swallow time capsule bomb that can only be deactivated in Beijing before March 6th. Representing China is Virginia, Sophia, Lucy, Peter, and the long-lost Yan Gao, making his triumphant return to the international scene.
Next up is Team India. This is the first time in Olympic history where the storied Patel-Shah feud has been put aside for the sake of country unity. Never before have they been so willing to work together to take down beef-eating communists. Of course, that's not to overlook the contributions of the other Indians. They're just not nearly as numerous as the Patels and Shahs. Besides Ami and Arpita, we have Vidhi, Ashwin, and Ryan.
The third team in these Olympic Games comes from Korea. For security purposes, we have chosen not to disclose the origins or names of those competing.
Last up is a team never before conceived of in an Olympic Games. Due to an overall inferior quality of Asian countries past the Big Three, an international coalition got together to choose representatives that were deemed worthy and potentially effective in otherwise an impossible competition. Though not fully comprehensive, an appropriate representation of Asia is here, with members from Vietnam, Thailand, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, and one of the stands. Because of the unusual nature of this team's composition, translators have been provided and directly inserted into their throats for communication purposes. From the rest of Asia, we have Steve, Melissa, Nalani, Anjali, and Ali.
Our first event is hosted by Team China, and is actually our main event, or should I say, our low main event. While neither the IOC or the IFOCE have technically legitimized this competition, it is still a staple of any global rivalry. Each team must finish its share of 5 pounds of lo mein using chopsticks and their hopefully bottomless stomachs. Winner receives 25 golden yuan, with 1 fewer yuan for every 5 seconds longer it takes. Let's head over to the Rosemary Chang room to begin.
On your marks, get set, go!
And they're off. Lo mein event is going strong. We see Team Asia over there going in, digging in deep. They're really trying to shove in that lo mein into their mouths. They really want to eat this tough. It's not a good meal. Moving around to Team China. This is their host event. They're used to this sort of stuff. They eat it on a daily basis. They go to the lo mein patties out in western China. They are actually really used to this sort of cuisine. See over at Team India, they are very uncomfortable using chopsticks. They are particularly fond of curry and dance. You see the looks of unease on their faces, especially as we pan over to Korea. We see Moon is standing up, kind of see how everyone else is doing. I think Korea is actually very used to this sort of event as well. The young individual in the middle certainly doing quite well, being able to maneuver the chopsticks and manipulate them as we continue to move around. We see Team India here standing up, feeding each other. That's always cute. Back over to Asia. Asia, they've seemed to put a dent in what they've been doing. Asia, of course, they're the weak competition, the underdogs in this whole day. We see China and Korea. They're just about done here. Korea finishes first. Korea's first. China's just about done. China's done next. And now we have to wait for Team India and Team Asia. Team India and Team Asia are left. We see that India really is starting to dig in deep. India, when Team Asia is actually running away from the food competition, but India is just about done. They're doing pretty well. Ashwin's just finishing up. They got 1 bite left. They're just about good. And if they can just, Ashwin and Ryan can finish that last bite, they're good. And I think we're just left with Asia. We're going to do a mercy rule for Team Asia. They put up a noble effort, but albeit it was a little too little. All right, and that's it for the lo mein event.
Now, Team China was expected to win. How were you feeling during this big upset?
꼭 이겨야 된다고 생각했었고요. 중국은 너무 큰 나라지만 너무 사람들만 많고 우리 한국들이 위대하다고 생각합니다.
Did you and your team prepare for this?
준비는 뭐 특별히 준비한 건 하나도 없고요. 그냥 아침 안 먹고 어제 저녁 좀 적게 먹고 그렇게 했습니다.
Thanks, Jill. And Young, for whatever you said. Following the low main event, Team Korea has taken a quick lead with 25 yuan, with China close on its heels at 24. India pulled in not too far behind, earning 21 yuan, and Asia was mercy ruled, earning the minimum of 10 yuan. They really need to pull it together for the remaining events to even stand a chance.
I agree, Adam. Before we move on to our second event, we have some breaking news involving a change in the team composition of Team India. Apparently, after the last event, Amit Shah and Arpita Patel got into an extensive and violent shouting match over their long-running feud concerning a cow and property rights. Due to these circumstances beyond the Olympics' control, Team India shall play the rest of the games without a Shah representative, though they will be penalized accordingly to maintain an even playing field. It is truly unfortunate that these individuals were unable to put their differences aside for one glorious moment for their country.
A real shanda. This next event is hosted by Team Asia and is an Asian fusion silent library hosted in the Stephen A. Modica Memorial Library. Each round will entail a team member enduring or subjecting others to some form of cruel and unusual punishment. Points will be awarded in the home country's currency based on overall performance, noise level, and general Asian professionalism. And now, to the Stephen Modica Memorial Library.
Representing China, Lucy will have to take a shot of wasabi-covered peas. Vidhi, representing Team India, will have to endure a game of slaps against Mike, the Bear Jew Gross. Vidhi will be on top, and the Bear Jew will be on the bottom. In a twist, General Melissa Tang, representing Team Asia, will play in a game of butts up, but she will be the thrower, and the other three participants will be the recipients. To butts up.
A fantastic performance by all teams. In that event, China has earned 10 gold yuan, India has earned 7 gold rupees, and Asia has earned 11 golden loti. Korea came up empty, losing the draw every time. Our third event, hosted by Team Korea, is Kim Jong-il in Manila. While Ali and Fraser are no longer active, a similar competition in a more peaceful milieu serves to replace it. It involves team ping pong, tournament-style games to 5. 10 golden won are awarded to the winner, 5 silver won for the runner-up, and 3 bronze won for the winner of the consolation game. Last place earns 1 dirty won. And now to the Leonard J. Gorkin Indoor Table Tennis Arena.
that was some intense table tennis played by all. In the end, the results speak for themselves, with Team Korea taking home the 10 golden won, India with the 5 silver, China the 3 bronze, and Asia with 1 dirty won.
Lastly is the legendary Hurry to the Curry, hosted by a tried and true athletic team from India. Indians are notorious for their love of curry, and what better way to express that than by racing other nationalities to it. Each team will be tied together by their ankles as a multi-legged Asian, and must run coordinatedly through the course, stepping over the elevated lathi without knocking it over, and continuing on to break with their foreheads the raw egg heavily covered in what is considered in some countries to be illegal amounts of curry. Golden rupees will be awarded based on the team's overall time. Let's head to the Taj Mahal Center for Indian Athleticism to finish off the day.
Korea, are you ready? And go! All right, and Korea is off with their 5-legged race. How many legs are they? They have a lot of legs in Korea. They're going around the first turn. Doing a nice smooth turn. They're getting a good count. Steady march. They got the 1-2s down. I think they got their countdown. They're doing really well. They're going around for the second turn. They're doing a great job so far. They just got to go on the second turn. The next problem is the broom. They got to be able to go over the broom perpendicularly to the broom. First person over, they got the first set of legs over. All right, so now it's time for the second set of legs. Halfway there. All right, they got the next leg. Next set of legs just got to go over. Uh-oh, they started a little early. All right, let's see if they got it. They got it. One more. Okay, this is the last set of legs. They just got to go a little bit further. Finish the broom. Okay, and the last person. Now they just got to break the eggs. Still got the 1-2 count going on. They're getting close. They just got to get down. They got to break the eggs. They got to break the eggs. And once they're all covered, and they're done! Are you ready? And go! All right, and Asia's off to a fast start. Though politically, they may not be able to work together. When their legs are tied together, they can walk well. First turn, fast turn. They seem to be really coordinated. They do have a bit of a language barrier, but they do seem to be doing okay. They seem to understand through body language rather than the spoken word. Now they're coming up to the broom. They finished this here. Now they just got to get over each step of the broom, one at a time. All right, first person's over. 1.5 people. All right, we're up to 2.5 people. We're almost there. We got a short Sri Lankan coming up, and we're coming up to the last person. It's from our Vietnamese fellow, and now they're going to go to the eggs. They're walking over. As they get closer, they're getting down. And they have to brush. And time. China, are you ready? And go! And China is off. Now they are used to uniform marching. You can tell they have some military in them. Our special guest Yen has just recently come back from his return to his native home, where he was involved in many intensive marches where actually it turned out his leg was tied with other people. And they're right up to the broom. They know the exact deal, what they got to do. They saw how it's been done twice, and they can just go one after another, leg after leg. Be very careful. That's the last person. Oh, and there he's over, and now all they got to do is break the eggs. Oh, and they're getting ready. Oh, see, look at that. Time. And go! And they're off. They really like the curry. They want it so badly right now. They're like curry specialists. So they literally know how to hurry to the curry. And they have been working on this event for a long time. This has been their lifelong training. All they ever have done with their lives is go towards curry in order to try to get some to eat. I don't know how much experience they have with brooms. India is not known for having a lot of places to sweep. But they've made it over. Now they have to break the eggs. They first have their first 4. And Ryan Chadha has face planted into the egg to get to that 5th egg.
I'm here with Team China following the Hurry to the Curry event. You guys were a little slow out of the gate. How'd you make up for that?
Well, I mean, ever since I quit med school, this was all I could think about. I mean, the other teams were kind of at a disadvantage. You guys had schoolwork and everything, but 24/7, this is what I live for. This is what I do.
So how did you prepare?
Well, ancient Chinese secrets. I can't really tell you, I'm sorry. But it was hardcore. It's very hardcore.
As a representative of China, how do you feel about the rest of Asia?
I mean, I absolutely feel that we have the best team. We're the best team today. We're the best team forever. That's how I feel.
Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Congratulations on a great game. Back to you, Mike and Adam.
Thanks.